We are honoured that it's a great, proud day for us. Nostrovia.
Lord Stirling, chair of the trustees at the Royal Museums in Greenwich, raised a glass of vodka to Yuri Gagarin after a statue of Russia's most famous cosmonaut was unveiled at the Royal Observatory. Dignitaries braved the cold and rain to greet the new addition, which has found a permanent home after almost 2 years on tour in the United Kingdom. The statue was given to the British Council as a gift from the Russian space agency Roscosmos in summer 2011 to mark the 50th anniversary of manned spaceflight. The life-sized zinc alloy monument shows the cosmonaut in his spacesuit standing on a globe. Lord Stirling was instrumental in bringing the statue to the Royal Observatory, where it will now remain permanently.
I got in touch with the chairman of the British Council, who was going to stay in this country. I said to him, this is the absolute natural home for it. After all, apart from we have everything to do with the past and navigation and so forth, and then of course this great observatory which was created, and of course basically he is the first explorer of space. So it seems to be absolutely the right place to have it, and we followed that through with the ambassador and his wife, who are hugely interested in what we're about, and we came down and we chose where we thought would be the right spot, but also talked about the future.
Gagarin's monument now resides on a terrace at the Royal Observatory, overlooking the rest of London and standing at the Zero Meridian, a place with hugely significant astronomical importance. Dr. Marek Kukula, public astronomer at the observatory, explains the significance of the statue being at the Greenwich Meridian.
I think it's really nice that he's here in Greenwich, because the other thing that we have here at the observatory is the meridian line, which is the 0 degrees longitude line. It divides the eastern and western hemispheres, and as the person who kind of became the first international superstar who sort of brought East and West together, I think it's very fitting that Gagarin's statue sits here on the meridian.
Yelena Gagarina, the cosmonaut's daughter, unveiled the statue and says that he would be very happy with its location.
It's a nice place, very well connected with science, some geographical events, and very well connected with the exploration of space. I am glad that it happened, and I thank very much British Council and Roscosmos for having this statue here and for gathering all us together here today. It's a nice place, nice surroundings, nice people. He would be happy.
On the 12th of April 1961, Gagarin became the first human being to travel into space. His Vostok 1 space capsule orbited the Earth in 108 minutes. He returned to Earth a hero and was welcomed everywhere he went, especially in Britain. He visited the UK in June 1961, where he was greeted by cheering crowds and met the Queen. On a visit to Manchester, the cosmonaut asked for the roof of his car to be left open in the pouring rain so that he could greet the cheering crowds. Lord Stirling says that Gagarin has a special place in the heart of many British people because of his visits to the country.
He was the first. Also, I think that he had a personality and he spent time here. Although we have an excellent relationship with the Americans, it's still America, and we're still years away. This is part of Europe, but you can't get away from. He was the first in space, with all the fears which might have accompanied it. And I suppose in a sense, therefore, he's closer to being an Englishman than an American, if I can put it that way around.
But do people here still remember the cosmonaut?
Not very much, really.
I don't really know much about him at all. I know he's dead now, isn't he? That's right, yeah. He's one of the people that pioneered the space and had a lot of courage to do it.
He went up into space, but had more guts than I would have.
Yuri Gagarin is the first cosmonaut of the world. He's Russian and very famous. All of us born in USSR knows about Yuri Gagarin. It's a very good man.
I remember how excited we all were when he went into space, and what a good-looking and wonderful man he was. It was most exciting.
Gagarin died in a fighter jet crash in 1968, but it's clear that his legacy still lives on.